standing next to you, tell them, wow. I didn't know you can be so beautiful. Eh, mnakaa mmeng'ara kung'ara. Bwana asifiwe. Bwana asifiwe. I want to appreciate all of us for coming. Haya, let's take our seats. Bwana asifiwe. I want us to start by reading a scripture, because I want us to go straight to the business of the day. I want us to read Judges chapter number 5, verse number 7. Because I am raising a women, or rather I am raising a team of women that are going higher. Amen. Turn to your neighbor and tell them, you're not a village woman. You're not a village girl. Judges 5, verse number 7. The Bible says, this is Deborah speaking to women, or speaking to the nation of Israel. She says, the inhabitants of villages ceased. They ceased in Israel. Same a village life must cease. Village life must cease. Come on, somebody say, village life must cease. Village life must cease. Deborah realized everybody is just behaving like a village person. Akasema ya kwamba, as long as I am the prophet in Israel, this village life must cease. Yes. Am I talking to somebody? And you will arise in the location that you operate from. You will say, as long as I am in this house, village life must cease. Amen. Actually, you will realize in the dinner, there is nothing different from what you cook in the house. Amen. Everything is the same. Kama ni fish ni same. Kama ni chicken ni same. But there is some etiquette that you need to put in your house, that your husband will never go to dine with a slave queen. Amen. How many of us are married? And those of you that are not married, we are believing God for spouses for you. Amen. So the next time you come here, you will tell us a miracle has happened. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. So your husband will not be going to the slave queen's house because you don't know how to hold a fork and a knife. Ati mkienda naye dina hata kama ni kazini ameitwa, unamwaibisha na kushika fork kama jembe. Hapana. Sema leo hii. Tunajifunza. Sema leo hii. Tunajifunza. Sema from today, village life in my life must cease. Village life in my life must cease. They say village life must end. Village life must end. Hakuna kukaa kama mama wa mashamba. Ni lazima tuinuke, tuamke, tujichoche. I mean, as in we have to rise up as women. Deborah says, she studied Israel. She was a prophet that was judging the people of Israel at that time. And actually, as you continue reading, men refused to go to war without Deborah. Because she was a woman that of style. And she says, village life the inhabitants of the villages must cease. They ceased in Israel until that I, Deborah, arose as a mother in Israel. So you must arise as a mother who is not a mashambani mother. You must arise as a mother or as a woman in whatever capacity you are. Whether you're single, whether you're married, you have got to arise as a woman that village life has ceased. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. I said village life must cease. After today, if I find you using a fork like a jembe, you will tell me where you're coming from. Tumeelewana? When you look at your table, are you seeing the way the things are arranged? They are not arranged like that just for a reason. So this is a girl's day out. Bwana asifiwe. So we are going to have fun. We are going to appreciate ourselves as women, at least away from home. So we are going to the business of the day immediately. So if you can't remember everything I'm going to say, because we are going to do the practicals after this. So what I say you do is what you're going to do. Bwana asifiwe. So the first thing that we are going to learn is how to use a cutlery on your table. Tulisema tunakuja kujifunza. Tumekuja kumaliza village life. Tunakuja kusema no more village life. So ukiangalia cutlery ambayo iko kwa meza yako, what is on your far right? Right. Okay, maybe the tables are arranged differently. But ukiangalia from outside, kuna kijiko kama hii. Kuna mtu akona kijiko kama hii? So when you go for a dinner, you look at the way the cutlery is arranged. Sinaona zimepangwa? Hazijekelewa tu, hazijehurunjwa tu, zimewekelewa in style. So when you go for a dinner, you start from outside coming inside. Tumeelewana? So that we can be able to learn how to use the cutlery from the first course to the last course. So ukiangalia meza yako, hii ndio imewekwa first. Tumeelewana? So this one, you're going to use it for your soup. So that is what you're going to use first. Usichukue supu uanze kukunywa na hii kijiko. Tumeelewana? So the round spoon, this spoon here, is what you're going to use for your sema soup. Sema soup. So this is what you're going to use for your soup. See, we are learning dinner etiquette. Tumeelewana? So this is what you're going to use first. So we use something we call outside inside style. So we use from the outside coming inside. Tumeelewana? Next to your fork you realize there is a knife. Ama nani ana kisu? Sina kuna kisu. Sasa hiyo kisu ndio utatumia kama kuna bread. You're going to use your bread and your soup. So you're going to use this and the fork. There are two forks, you realize. Umeshika? So this is what you're going to use for cutting your bread. Tumeelewana? Sasa ukienda kwa meza ya dinner, hapana weka supu bowl ijae. Si wewe ni mama umesoma? That's why we have come to learn. Because we are going in courses. So utaanza uende uchukue mikate 3, by the time we are coming to even the main meal, ushashiba. Tumeelewana? So we are going to do our dinner today kama wamama ambao wametoka village life. Tumeelewana? So we are going to start from outside as we come inside. Tumeelewana? Haya, that is number 1. We are going to use our culturally from outside inside. Sawa? That is table manners number 1. So as you eat, si kuna tule chakula tunaingia kwa meno. Panaanza kutoa na mkono. Ukirushiaga watu wengine. You will have to do it very privately. You don't irritate the next person seated next to you. So don't use a way that you're not going to irritate the next door person. Tunaelewana? So you'll use your hand like this and you're removing whatever is in the mouth. Bwana asifiwe. Bwana asifiwe. When you want to go out and you're in a table like this, hapana sukuma meza. Tell people, excuse me. Sema, excuse me. Don't tell them I am going to the toilet. Don't even tell them where you're going. Just tell them, excuse me, I'll be right back. Tumeelewana? We are learning dinner. Somebody say etiquette. We are learning dinner. I am teaching you manners because we are going to be elevated to a point that you will be wondering, why am I seated with all these dignitaries? Bwana asifiwe sana. I am teaching women that will be invited in dinners you never expected. Come on now. Bwana asifiwe sana. So ukiingia kwa dinner table, when the dinner is ready to be served, when you sit down, the first thing is to use this. Hisi kitambaa ya kichwa, ama ya kutoa kamasi. We went somewhere with some men of God, and we were brought for those wet towels to wipe our hands. One man of God took it and just wiped the whole of his head. Akona kipara mpaka hapa. Huyo ni mtu ambaye hajafunzwa. So staki uende pahali uletewe hot towel, badala ya kuwipe mkono unaanza kuwipe mpaka uso. Tutatoa ka makeup kako. So when you get into a dinner table, look at what I am going to do. You sit down and put this on your laps. Unaona hivi? Unakaa chini umeiweka hapo. Tumeelewana? Sio ya kufunika magoti ati ndio usionekane. Hakuna mtu anakuona huku chini. Unajua tumezoea hata church. Naonaga tu mnaweka tu vitambaa huku. It's not that they are bad, but sometimes they spoil your beauty. Bwana asifiwe. So the first thing when you get on a dinner table is to use your napkin. You put it on your laps or here. Me, I prefer putting it here just in case I spill over food on myself. Tumeelewana? That is rule number 1. Now, when you sit, tumeshakunywa soup. Tumeshakunywa soup yetu, tumeshatumia hii kijiko, na tumeshatumia fork yetu kukata mkate yetu. Some people prefer mixing their bread with their soup. It's up to you. That is allowed. Bwana asifiwe. Bwana asifiwe. So tumeshatumia hiyo, tumeshakula bread yetu. Don't repeat a plate. If you want to do a second serving, usiende na hiyo bowl unaenda kuweka chakula. Just leave it on the table, there will be somebody to clear it. Because you have come for a dinner and you have paid for it. So as we eat our dinner, there will be somebody to clear your plate, your table for you. So kama umesikia kakuku ni katamu sana unataka kuongezea, it is not bad. But don't go with the same plate back to just walk out of your table and go and use a clean plate. So tusibebane na masahani tukirudi kwa dinner. Tumeelewana? I used to do that until I learned. Bwana asifiwe. Si watu ni kufunzana. So that is, I hope you're writing down. Because we are going to do the practicals right away. Your electrical or your devices, your phones, should be on silent mode or off. Bwana asifiwe. Because we don't want to see you talking with food in your mouth. And that time you're spilling food out. Bwana asifiwe. That is bad table manners. Tip number 7. Now, when you put your food on the plate, hapana chukua chumvi mara moja na kuanza kuweka. Taste your food first before you start seasoning it. Tumeelewana? Taste your food first before you season it. Bwana asifiwe. These are very, very important things that I'm teaching you. They are very basic, but they are things that you'll find yourself messing up with. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Now, let's say, for example, I am seated here, and this glass is what I want to use. Please don't pass your hand over people's food. Tell somebody, excuse me, can I use that glass? Tumeelewana? Usipitishe mkono kwa chakula yangu. I will rebuke you. Because I don't know what you're carrying. You have your sweat, you have your everything, and you want to pass your hand over my food. So please, when you want to get something over the table, make sure you excuse yourself and you ask the person who is near it to pass it over to you. Bwana asifiwe sana. So when you want to get something that is across the table, we are learning dinner etiquette. Please tell the person next to you to reach out the thing and pass it over to you. Bwana asifiwe sana. Now, I want you to look at what I will do. When you sit on a dinner table, you will sit like this. In the middle of the seat. Usikule kama umekaa hivi. And your elbows should be off the table. Tumeelewana? Off the table. Tumeelewana? Mnaona vile nafanya? Don't sit backwards like this because you will not reach your plate. And don't sit leaning like this. And your elbows should be off the table. Come on now. Hapana kula hivi. You will eat seated upright. I fight with my children every day on our dinner table. My parsley will want to eat like this. But I fight with him every day. Because if you eat like that, medics say you can get something called hernia. True or false, Eunice? Because your food is not going down. Kuna pahali inafika inakwama. So sit upright on a dinner table. Elbows off the dinner table. Somebody say elbows off. Elbows off. Come on, somebody say elbows off. Elbows off. Now, the reason why most of us will hold your spoon and whatever else you are holding on the dinner table wrongly is because you hold it with your elbows on the dinner table. I will demonstrate how you're going to hold your fork and your spoon and the rest of the cutlery we are going to use. Some village life must cease. Village life must cease. Come on, somebody say village life must cease. Village life must cease. So table etiquette or dinner etiquette is very, very important. Bwana asifiwe. So don't season your food before you have tasted it. It is actually bad manners to put salt on top of your food. It is not health-wise good. Bwana asifiwe. Now, when you're eating and there are some people who want to eat and drink. Okay, it is not advisable health-wise, but kuna watu wamezoea hiyo. So wakati ambapo unakunywa na unakula, make sure you don't have food in your mouth. Tutaki kuona ile machakula unakula hapa kwa glasi. Tumeelewana? And before you sip your water as you're eating, use your napkin to wipe your mouth. So that you don't leave leftovers of the food on the glass. Jameni, mnanishika wa mama? Mnanielewa? Are you getting somewhere? Yes. Are you getting education? Yes. Tusikulae kama tumeinama hivi. It is very, very dangerous. And it's also not good table manners. Bwana asifiwe. Again, don't drink with food in your mouth. Unakunywa, umejaza chakula kwa mdomo, mara ingine imespill over, imerudi kwa glasi. It is bad manners. Come on now. See, those are habits that we think, sininakula tu na itaenda kwa tumbo mara moja. Bwana asifiwe. So make sure that before you take your drink, you have already swallowed your food. Bwana asifiwe. Bwana asifiwe. Are we getting somewhere? Yes. Haya, let me get another one. Now, there are times when you go for a dinner, you're given food on a platter. Pamoja. Sikuna wakati ambapo maybe ni nyama choma imepitishwa, maybe ni kitu na iko pamoja kwa plate moja. Make sure you have a side plate to put your food on that side plate. Unachika vile ninasema? Sometimes you're eating together and maybe it's a community and you're just eating together. Make sure that you have a side plate ya kuwekelea chakula yako. Don't lick your fingers before people. Hey, hiyo nyama ni tamu. That is bad manners. That is not allowed on a dinner table. Tumeelewana? Tumeelewana jameni? Don't lick your fingers on a dinner. Don't lick your fingers on a dinner. It is bad table manners. Bwana asifiwe. So especially when you're using one platter for food. Bwana asifiwe. Because some of us will lick, then sikutaka hiyo unarudisha. It is bad table manners. So don't lick your fingers on a... Now, listen. Food served on a plate. Si unajua plate? Is eaten with a fork. Sema fork. Sema fork. I know most of us don't know that. Food served in a bowl is eaten with a... That's why this spoon is on your dinner table. Food that is served on a deep plate or on a bowl, in a bowl, is eaten with a... Food served with a platter or with a flat plate is eaten with your... So when you use your fork, you must use a fork and a knife. That is what I'm just about to demonstrate. What I want to demonstrate is very, very important because this is where we all fail the test of time. One time, we went with the bishop for dinner somewhere. And we are all fearing to order food because you don't know how the food will come. So we waited for him to order, and the only thing he ordered was a soup and a salad. And we are so hungry, we want to eat. And now we are making fun, we are saying we don't even know how to hold a fork, we don't know how to hold we don't know how to do it. But by the grace of God, mimi nilitanuka kitambo kidogo. Kiasi tu. And that is why I'm here, niwachanue. So that in your generation, you're going to be a blessing. Bwana asifiwe. And you will also teach your generation what I am teaching you. Bwana asifiwe. Bwana asifiwe. So your generation will not be as ignorant as I was. Tuelewane, Bwana asifiwe. So when you get your fork, which hand do you use to hold your fork? Semeni tu. So you use your left hand to hold your fork, and you use your right hand to hold your knife, and you use the knife to push food into the fork. Tumeelewana? Don't use your finger to push food into your fork. Come on now. Don't use your finger to push your food in the fork. Always use a knife. This is what you're going to do. I hope you're seeing, all of us are seeing me. Tulisema elbows, sema off. So when you're holding your fork and your knife, you're going to hold them like this. So you will not hold them like this. Much as you're using your left hand, you will not hold them like this. I've seen people holding like this. And this is where we go wrong. So you will hold your fork kama mtu ambaye amesoma. Sema village life. Imeisha. Unaona vile nimeshika fork? So this is how you're going to hold your fork and so you're going to cut your food with this hand, and you cut into the sizes you can be able to bite. Come on now. So you're going to hold your fork like this, and you're going to cut your food like this, and you're going to do this. You only cut portions that can get into your mouth. Usikate chakula utabakisha kwa fork. Stop irritating us. We don't want to see what your mouth cannot take. We only want to see you chewing. We don't want to see you chewing in the mouth, as in... Bwana asifiwe. So we are learning table etiquette, dining etiquette. Are you seeing the way I'm holding my fork? There's no way you're going to miss. Your left hand holds your fork, your knife cuts your food. Tumeelewana? So usishike hivi. Tumeelewana? Hii hapana fork kama jembe ya kwenda kwa shamba. We are learning table manners. After today, your husbands must notice a difference. Those of us that are married. Come on. Amen. And your boyfriends, those of you that are dating, must notice a difference. Unanielewa jameni? Tumeshika vile tutashika fork because this is where the test of time comes. Now, when we are on the dinner table, avoid scratching your hair. Unajua venye mnafanyanga hivi alafu naangalia. Si unajua hiyo tabia? That can make somebody puke. That is bad table manners. Tumeelewana? Avoid even picking your ears. Kuna watu watanaona ameshika kijiko hivi. I know sometimes it is so, it's so, you want to scratch. But please avoid those bad table manners. Tumeelewana? Ukiwa kwa meza ya dinner, avoid even touching your hair or even doing anything extra from eating. Let's eat with manners because the food goes in courses. So we start with soup, then we go to the main course. Of course, we do it opposite as Africans. We are supposed to start with fruits. But we are used so much to starting with soup. So we will go it in, sema courses. Sema courses. Sema village life imeisha. So kuna mtu angependa kuuliza swali mpaka hapo? Haukushika vile fork inashikwa? Because I am coming round your tables. Yes.
Mimi siwezi kukata na left chakula. Nitafanya nini wakati nataka kukata?
Hizo ni
Left, okay, I have both. Na nataka kukata. What am I supposed to do?
Of course, if you're left-handed, you use the hands you're used to using. No. If you're left-handed, you can use your right hand. But if you're not left-handed, dinner etiquette calls for you to hold your fork with the left hand. You will use your left hand. We are learning. I know that is what you are taught from Kiambu. But now your village life ya Kiambu tumemaliza. Kuna mtu mwingine ako na swali? Yes, my girl.
When we are eating now,
yes,
we are not even meant to have small talks as long as we are not showing our
small jokes.
Small talks. Are we meant to eat in silence? Or you swallow? You swallow and then say something.
Yes. When you
swallow and reply.
Yes. Any other question? Yes.
Pushing the food on your fork.
Yes.
You said you are holding like this.
Yes.
After pushing the food on my fork, how am I supposed to put it on my mouth?
Depends. But now you're holding your fork like this. Si tumeshika fork hivi. So you will use the knife, to push food into your fork, especially salads. Avoid using your hands. Kuna watu naona akitumia kidole kusukuma chakula kwa fork. That is bad table manners. After you cut your food into portions you can be able to put in your mouth, you will use your fork like this. Tumeelewana? Usigeuze fork tena ikuwe kijiko. Tumeelewana? Na nimesema food that is served on a plate. Come on, listen to me. Food that is served on a plate, you use a fork. Tumeelewana? Food that is served in a bowl, you use a spoon. Tumeelewana? Haya, let's say for example, you're doing a talk around the table and you're eating. Please don't use, as you're doing those gestures, don't use any of this. Unajua? Umeshika? Mama Elsie hausikii? Unaona? Don't use either a knife or a fork to demonstrate something or to do the gestures you're doing on the table. Sawa sawa? Make sure as you're talking, everything is down and you're now ready to talk to people. Tumeelewana? Because accidentally you can prick somebody with this. Na tutasema you had a nivo agenda. Bwana asifiwe. So any other question? Yes. Now, when you finish eating, for the waiter to know that you have finished eating, don't put your cutlery like this. You will put them together on the plate like this, in this order. That's where I was going. Umeshika? Otherwise, as long as your fork and your knife is like this, they will never remove. Hata ukitoka hapa uende kuchukua chakula ingine, hawezi toa hiyo, because bado unaitumia. So the British way calls for, when you finish eating, you put your plate and your fork together like this. Umeona? That one tells the waiter, I am ready for you to clear the table. Tumeelewana? But as long as this cutlery is like this, anajua umeenda kuchukua chakula ingine ukuje uongeze hapo. Tumeelewana? So as long as you have done like this, whether you had eaten halfway or quarter way or haujamaliza, anajua hiyo chakula staki. Si tunakula buffet. Ukipata nyama haijaiva si unawacha tu. Unaenda kuchukua kitu ingine. We have paid for it. Tumeelewana? Haya, another dinner etiquette. Like now we are serving buffet. Si ndio? So and you know a chicken only has 2 legs. And you can see the number of people we are. Table manners calls for just pick one piece. Tumeelewana? Sasa ukichukua miguu mbili na kuku iko tu miguu mbili peke yake, mama Karota kula nini? Tumeelewana? You don't fill up your dinner plate until here. Tumeelewana? Just serve enough for yourself. Because we are going in courses. So if you fill up your dinner plate, the first course, ni stomach gani utaweka hizo zingine? Tumeelewana? Sema village life. Must end. Village life. Must end. Bwana asifiwe sana. Bwana asifiwe. Are we ready for dinner now? Are we ready for dinner? You put every food kwa space yake. Tumeelewana? Kila food kwa portion yake. Kila food kwa portion yake. Bwana asifiwe. Your table, your dinner plate should also look very presentable. Tumeelewana? Unajua, Deborah anasema, tumesoma Judges. Deborah says, village life must cease. Village life calls for, when you're cooking in your house, you will put the potatoes, the nyama. Unajua ile gitoero? Si mnaijua hiyo ya kuchanganya? We, hatujakula kuja kukula gitoero hapa. So don't make your dinner plate look like gitoero. Come on now. Don't make your dinner plate look like gitoero. Mix viazi. You know, I told you there is nothing different what they have cooked for us. The only difference is the way they have made it. So the difference between your dinner table and what you serve in your home is the way you're going to arrange your plate. Come on now. Si kwako unapika viazi, alafu unaweka cabbage ndani, alafu unaweka carrots. Gitoero ni ya nini jameni? Ama ile ngoja goto ya pasta Mwangi. So let's serve our dinner plate in a presentable way. Are we together? Are we together? Nothing should be on the dinner table apart from your cutlery and your food. That is why you don't carry excessive baggage for a dinner. Are you seeing how light I am? I only have my what is it called? Kale kakibeti kadogo. That is the only thing I have. And my handkerchief. Because I don't want to carry extra baggage. I don't want to start spilling food because I'm trying to move my things out of the table. So your phones should be off your tables. Tumesema hivyo. They should be on silent mode or they should be off. Sawa sawa? Sasa ya kupigiwa simu kuuliza mtoto anakunywa kalpo saa ngapi. Si hizo vitu ulipanga nyumbani? Yes. Any other question? Haya, where did I say our elbows should be? Hakuna kukula kama umeinama, unakula kama uko straight. Sawa? Upright position is what you do when you're eating your dinner. Bwana asifiwe. And we start with what? Nimesema practicals inaanza saa hii tu. Tunaanza na nini? Tunaanza na nini? So this is the first cutlery you're using. Nisione mtu na toothpick kwa meza. Kabla tujamaliza kukula. Tumeelewana? Tumeelewana? Haya, na nikasema chakula ambayo inasaviwa kwa plate inakuliwa na nini? Na fork na kisu. Then you use your fork to push your food into the you use your knife to push your food into the fork. Bwana asifiwe. Bwana asifiwe. In case accidentally you drop something, usitusukumie meza utuangushie chakula. Let the person next to what you have dropped pick it for you. If it's a cutlery that you have dropped, please don't reuse it. Let them supply you with new cutlery. Bwana asifiwe. Bwana asifiwe. Sema dinner etiquette. Kuna mtu amesaidika? Kuna mtu amesaidika? So hiyo maogetoero na umashamba tumewacha. Sema village life has to end. So in the next dinner you're going to be the teachers. I will actually call one of you here to come and demonstrate. Ama niite mmoja sahi kuja demonstrate. Mama Elsie kuja tushikie fork. Unajua mwalimu mzuri ni mwenye anaambiaga watoto wafanye practicals, waone kama wameshika. Na nikasema usituongeleshe na hii ati unajua na unaongea na fork ama unaongea na knife. Unajua don't do that. We are being demonstrated for by Mama Elsie how to use our fork and our knife.
You fold your knife with the right hand and the fork with your left hand, like this. Elbows off.
So can you push your nini right there? Are you seeing the way she's sitting? She's sitting not leaning on the back of the seat, and she's sitting not. Tumeshika? That is very important, health-wise and also etiquette-wise. Unaona vile anafanya? Shall we thank God for our food?
Okay, let us pray. Our dear Heavenly Father, we come before thee this evening. We have ourselves, Jehovah. Thank you because of your mercy. Thank you because of your love, Jehovah, that you have for us, Jehovah, tonight, in the mighty name of Jesus. Jehovah, we don't take it for granted, Jehovah. Because of this meeting, my Father, we know that it has taken thy heart in Jesus' mighty name. My Father, my God, thank you because of the ladies, Jehovah, who are represented here, Jehovah. Thank you because you are with us, my Father, even in our mom, my Father, in the mighty name of Jesus. And we declare that our lives will never be the same again, in the mighty name of Jesus. Jehovah, as you go to partake our dinner, my Father, is sacrifice. Jehovah, we give thanks. Not forget those who are happy.